Hello, hi, welcome to my channel. This is going to be my very first video of YouTube, so I hope you all enjoy it. Today's video was inspired by my surgery that I'll be having this afternoon. Today, I'm going to be having 3 different surgeries. The first one, well, I'm not actually sure of the order they're going to go in, but I have 4 hernias that have to be repaired. I am getting a panneculectomy done, which is a mini tummy tuck, and then I'm going to have my abdominal muscles tightened. I'm really excited about all of it. I am a little nervous about going under anesthesia. I mean, that's just that instinct in me, but I know I'm in good hands. So, uh, I'm nervous. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm nervous. Like, I've been so excited about getting it done, but I'm like, oh, the day is here, and I'm just so scared. But I know it's gonna be okay. I have my husband there, and I've been praying, and I know God is gonna take care of me. So with my hernias, I pretty much had one that I've known of all my life, and it was the umbilical hernia. And uh, it is, what we call today an outie. But it started getting bigger over the years, and I'm like, But I started getting bigger over the years, so it kind of just like disappeared. And then once I got pregnant in 2017, you could see it again. And I'm like, uh-oh, our bulge is back. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's because my stomach is getting bigger from the pregnancy. But after I ended up having my son, it kind of stayed. And I'm like, okay, this is not good. So I started seeing, and actually my son was born with the same hernia, the umbilical hernia. So it, his pediatrician would say, usually to go down over the course of the years when he gets bigger, usually by 2 years old, when he turns 2, it'll be gone. And once he turned 2, it was still there, still big. And she was like, oh no, we have to get this removed. So I'm like, okay. The way she was talking, it sounded like a concern. And I'm sitting here with mine, but I didn't say anything because I'm like, I'm worried about my child. So we ended up going to see the urologist, and he was saying, yeah, he definitely needs to get this, repaired. I'm like, okay. So me and my husband set up the surgery date, got everything settled, and our son had his surgery back in March. Um, and then when he came, I want to say, I'm not sure when it was, but then when my husband started talking, about the dangers of it, I'm like, okay, well, let me go talk to the specialist. And I ended up going to the same one that did my son. And he was like, yeah, yes, ma'am, you definitely need to get this taken care of. He said this at first. He was like, I'm going to do a CT scan and see, what we're looking like in here and how we should proceed. So I got the CT scan done, came back 2 weeks later for the visit, and there were 4. So I currently have 4 hernias that have to be repaired. And I'm like, oh goodness, as if the one wasn't causing enough concern, there's 3 more. So yeah. But I'm not nervous about, I'm not necessarily, I don't know. It's kind of like mixed feelings, but I am going to keep everybody updated on how it goes. I mean, like I said, I've just always been scared of surgeries, period. I had to have the C-section, and I was nervous then. I had a miscarriage, and I had to have a D&C, but that wasn't necessarily surgery, but I did have to go in the operating room, and I'm just like, I hate these things. But I always pulled through. God is so good. Um, and with the panneculectomy, both my husband and I have been doing workouts. He has a nice figure already, and I'm like, I want to be there too. So, we started losing weight together. We started fasting. We started eating differently. And so with that, I'm like, okay, I'm losing the weight that I want, yay, but I still got this bulge. And I still got this excess skin, what we call fupa. And I want to get rid of it. And I'm like, okay. So when I talked to my doctor about the surgery, the hernia surgery, I also brought up the excess skin. He was like, okay, yeah, sure, we'll take a look at that too. So when he looked at it, he kind of basically told me it wasn't a medical concern, where it shows any medical necessity that it needs to be removed. And he was like, we can do it. Yeah, absolutely. But your insurance probably won't cover it. And I said, okay. So I said, I'll talk it over with my husband. Because we're during COVID times right now, he couldn't be in the visit with me. So I called him on FaceTime. And my doctor just re-explained everything to him. And my husband said, yeah, she still wants it. We're going to get it done. Whatever she wants. I'm like, you're so sweet. And he loves my body. He does. But at the same time, I'm not satisfied with my body. And so he told me, like, whatever you want to do, we'll do it. And I want to be able to enjoy intimacy more. Let's just be real. Like, everything is great, but I want to, quote unquote, see what's going on. Okay? So I want that skin removed. And then, of course, it makes me feel a lot better. Like, I have pants that I enjoy and dresses that I enjoy, and it just does not look good with the extra skin. And I'm tired of having to keep buying girdles to make up for that, or to kind of, I don't even know the word, like overshadow it, I guess. And I don't, I'm just over it. So when I found that I was going to have the surgery, well, not necessarily found out about the surgery, but found out that it was a possibility that I would have to have these 3 things done. That was back in August, and I'm like, oh, it's going to be forever before I get to see my doctor. And I had to go see them on September the 8th, and it finally came. I'm like, yay, so it's time to schedule the surgery. And then I'm like, October the 12th, oh, it's so long away, but we are finally here. And so I'm probably ranting just a little more because of the nervousness and excitement, but you all get the gesture. I'm going to post a few pictures and videos of what I currently look like now, so I can show you what I mean about the bulge and the excess skin. And then I will keep you all updated after the surgery, maybe not right after because I'll be in recovery, but I will keep you updated weekly and of course monthly, so that I can show you my progress from where I am today to, future me. So let's take a look right here. So this is the bulge that I was talking about. Like, it's horrible. And no matter which angle I'm at, you're going to see it. No matter how much weight I've lost, you're going to see it. So I had to hide it with the girdle. And I'm pretty much over that at this point. Like, I'm tired of girdles. The only time I want to wear a girdle now is after surgery to reduce the swelling, which is the binding that they're going to give me. But other than that, like, I can't. And then this is the extra skin here. We have got to get rid of this. Like, sis, you have to go. Really. So I really hope that you all have enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to me because I will be coming back with more footage, more info, and I will let you all know how the surgery goes. Like I said, I don't know if I told you, but I asked to have the actual procedure recorded, and he did say he likes to focus solely on the patient and not making sure the surgery looks good and he looks good for the camera. And I totally understand that. I want your undivided attention focused on me while I'm, not woke and I'm under anesthesia. So if that's what makes you at your most comfortable to be able to perform on me, then definitely do it. I don't even care about the actual video. So I will keep everybody updated, let you know how it go, what to expect. Y'all stay tuned. Thank you.